So hey everybody, Dan here, LS Northern. So a little while ago I did a video on trenching a water line and electric line, and partway through that video you notice where I stopped and had some issues with my joystick on my loader. And I said that I was going to look at it and then possibly do a video on fixing it. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I have the fittings that are going to be used to fix the backhoe. And I found what the problem was. One of them is just, they've just gotten worn. And so let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is my backhoe. It's a LB1107 LS. And if you'll notice that my joysticks right here, see this one here, it's still fairly tight. Where this one here, I mean, it flops around quite a bit. And that's part of the problem with it. So when I go to put the boom down, sometimes it'll want to go left to right as I'm booming down, and that's because there's a lot of slop in here. So that's what we're going to fix today. So let's get started with that and see if we can get this thing right. So first thing you got to do is take this cover off. 2 bolts, 13 millimeter. Cover lifts up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drape over this for right now. And so what I'm going to do now is if I loosen these nuts right here, that one and that one, it'll allow me to take the joysticks out, and then I can just take that cover off. So the fittings I'm looking at are actually down in here, under here. So I need to take them Allen screws out, and that'll pop this cover off, and then we can get back in behind here to where they're at. And you can see where I had it off that one time, and that's the zip tie I put around it to hold it back on there, to hold the rubber down. It's real difficult to get them in there, but we're going to give it a shot to get in there and get these things done. So these here, they're 19 millimeter. So now we need to go is get the Allen screws and take these off and take them off. So these are a 4 millimeter Allen key. So we'll get to this one first. zip that zip tie off. So there's the fittings, and if you look in here, those rods, those were the screw holes. So them set screws actually go in them holes, and they'll sit up inside where the, you can see where the screws are. So they'll slide up in there. And if you notice, got some grease in here, but it's that one there. So that's one, and that actually has but it's this one here that's actually broke. See, if you can see that. Yeah, let me get a better look. So it's actually it should be on that ball like that, but it's not, and that's what's stopping it from working like it's supposed to. So we're gonna see about getting these off there. See, that's kind of all wore out, so we got new ones, and we'll see about getting them in there. Now the other one, where it fell, I'll have to find it in a minute, but anyways, see, this one here is still pretty decent, and I don't know if it's because of the grease or not, but we'll see about getting them off of there. So let's see about getting this off. So this is a 12, and the sleeves themselves are 10 millimeters. So let's see if we can get these off of here. I'm starting to think that's a 10, 12. So these are new ones, yeah. So that's how they're going to go, just like that. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so apparently these ones here are 13. Yeah, they can work. Get this one off first. Well, 12 ain't gonna fit. So we get 7/16 on there. This is not coming off like I thought it might. It's not a good place to work in. I believe I'm going to need another 13 millimeter. This 1/2 inch ain't cutting it. Yeah, I need to see if I can find another 13. So I had to get the proper tool for the job. My little needle nose vice grips. So that seems to be doing the job. Glad they come in handy. I got these from my dad before he passed away. And they're, well, old. I mean, they're, believe it or not, they're probably, well, I'm 66, and they're probably 50 years old or 40 years old. But come in handy, that's for sure. So that's that one out. That nut is real hard to get onto. So let's work on this next one. Now for this one I'll have to use the wrench. I need to get me some penetrating oil. I'm out. Get my brake cleaner out. Clean this off. Okay, that's that one. So I guess when I put it back together, I'm going to have to do this one first and then do these other ones because they're kind of in the way. So wait a minute, I can turn that. So there we go. All right. And last but not least, gosh darn. Holy cap. Whew, that baby's on there. Yeah, ain't gonna work. Darn. Gosh darn, another 13. I don't like that. Do not like that. Do not like that. Gosh darn. Oh, I guess, I mean, I could take the bolts out of this and move forward some. Have to take them off. They were already loose. go. Well, probably explains it. Red Loctite. Yeah. Okay. Well, that one didn't have to come out. That one there, I thought it did, but it doesn't. But I do have the new fitting for it that slides over the end of this. So I'm going to clean the threads up on this a little bit and then stick it back in. There's that one. Okay. So hopefully that grease will keep it lubricated. Where'd you go? 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 Arr. Arr, Billy. There we go. So, one down. At least now I know that when I go to put the other one on, I don't have to take that one off, just slide that new one on. It's going to make a whole lot different. And also when you're doing your services on your backhoe and your tractor, pull this cover off and make sure these Allen screws are tight. Because if they aren't, you can end up wallering out the holes and stuff, and that ain't gonna be good. So, got a little bit more grease in here. I think that ought to be enough. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but it seems to me it ain't going to hurt to have a little bit of lubrication on there. So the other thing I got to do is get me a zip tie, go around that, something here like that, something here like that. So I gotta get my picks out, so we'll come back. So now, see about getting that rubber. There we go. Now, trick is to get one of these around it. Well, I guess because I got the valve body loose, I can get to the back and the front. There we go. There, one down. So, let's see, I wonder if it'd be just easy to take this boot off now. Yeah, look at that. Not a bad idea there. Okay, let's we can get you over here a little bit. A little bit better, guys? All right. You know, well, maybe not. Yeah, that is not going to work. So I'm going to have to use that wrench. Well, let's hope they break free. God, that's sloppy. I'll try 9/16 just to make sure. Nah, that ain't going to work. I swear, that's a ½ inch. Let's take this top off. That one's tough. Rusted on there. There we go. Ouch, ouch, ouch. can is no good. I swear, I find that them new PB Blasters cans, man, they run out of pressure real quick. So, I don't know. But let's see if we can get this baby off. 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch. Yeah, baby. Gosh darn. Cruppers. Okay, our 1/2 inch and our 1/2 inch. Let's see if we can get these things off. Get this one first. See if we can get this one first. Well, the PB Blaster seems to have helped on this one. We didn't want to do that, but it's right there. Right there. Let's see if we can get this one off. So I don't know, that one there, I packed with a lot of grease, and when I pulled this one off, of course, we've seen where it was a lot of rust in here, so that didn't work. A lot of rust in there, so I'm hoping that putting the grease in there would help rust and that, keep the moisture out. It should. So, switch sides here. I figured since that one went, it probably wouldn't be long and these other ones would go, so kind of decided to do it that way. Change them all instead of having to go through all this again. Alright, that's them. I'm not going to bother taking this one off. I don't think I need to. Seems to be pretty decent. But I would like to clean that out some. And I don't know, it looks like they may have had grease in here at some point. Like a white grease or something. So we'll do the same thing we did with the other side. We'll just pack it in after we get them put on. So that one just slips on like that. So we'll do that in a minute. Let's get these on first. We'll get the Loctite. Oh, heck, it's hiding right there. There it is, guys, my blue Loctite. So let's get one of these babies right here. There we go, and let's see if we can tighten this baby up. There's that one. And a little bit of Loctite on this one. Well, that wasn't a good idea, Dan. Ow. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't see you there. Hope it didn't hurt nothing. Did I? Maybe not. Going better than what I thought. Sometimes it helps to get a good night's rest before you do anything. Alright. They go like that. A little bit of grease here. A little bit. I don't think I need to put grease on that. It is what it is. So, I think that ought to do that. I'm going to clean this off a little bit, and I'll be right back. See, that there had red Loctite on it, so I might put a little bit of blue Loctite on these, I guess. Keep them tight. Probably need to take these ones up and put some on there. Be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed you guys. So, let's see about getting these on here. So it's going to go like that, and I think the first one we need to put in will be this one right here. I don't want it. Boy, who put all that grease on here? Dang, made a mess. Like that. So grease, 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 grease. don't know if grease on there is going to affect the Loctite. Probably. Probably. But so last time I did this, I knocked it down inside there. There we go. Okay. I don't think you guys should have put so much grease on here. Just saying. So the first time I did this, I tried to, on this one here, when I was just looking at it to see what the problem was with it, and I tried to put all this back on with that boot on there. Boy, boy, I'll tell you, that was a big mistake. And then putting that zip tie on with this here bolted up, with the valve body bolted into the spot, made it real difficult to get that in there. Okay, now slide in there. There we go. Okay. Time for a new paper towel. Cover this up before I make a mess. Before I make a mess. I think I've already passed that point. What do I want to do here, guys? Oh, there we go. That'll work. Snug them up, snug them up. Okay, let's tighten these up a little bit. So let's take these off. Put some Loctite on them. What you think? Think that's a good idea? Like I said, if you're doing your service, it doesn't hurt to pop the top boot off, or pull this cover off and back it up a little bit, and tighten these Allen keys up. I can tell you, my first service, I did it, and they were actually pretty loose. And I don't know if that's what contributed to this one here. I don't think so, because I got them, the tractor only had 50 hours on it when I did it, so. tell you though, all in all, I got like 320 hours I think now on my tractor, and it's been a good tractor. I mean, I haven't had any bad issues with it as far as that goes. The backhoe, I'm glad I got it with the backhoe. I mean, I know it's not a regular small excavator or anything like that, but it beats a shovel any day. And the bucket on the front beats a wheelbarrow. There. All right. So now we can get the boot on. There we go. Where are you, pick? There's the pick. There we go. Boots on there all the way around. Yeah, get the zip tie. Go through there. Let's see if we can slide it through this way. That go through? I think it did, didn't it? Are we all the way around? I believe we are, guys. Kind of hard to get a hold of. I think we're good on that, guys. So I need to see if I can get another bolt. I'm going to make a trip to the hardware store, guys, and see if I can get me another bolt, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to have one in there, I would think. Well, you know what? And I would be wrong. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here with you guys. And to some that might be a threat. We'll do the top one first, it's easier, right? I'll tell you what, they don't leave a lot of room here. Well, what'd you do with my, Well, come on, guys. Am I looking at it? Two big washers. A washer, lock washer, and a nut. Do you see them? I see these ones. Well, what happened to them? What happened to them? I don't think I set them here. Nope. What the heck? What the heck? Let me get these things out of here. Let me see what I'm looking at. So they must have fell, right? Is that what happened to them? They fell? Hello? Did they drop on the ground? Let me find these things and I'll come back to you. So, my bad. I was trying to put the wrong washers on the wrong nuts. The big washers I had on there should have been going on the handles down here. So right now I gotta see if I can get this. There. Come on now. Last one's always a booger. Alrighty. Keep sweating inside my glasses. Gets hard to see after a while. Okay. My tops. And I'm going to get me some Never Seas. tighten them up. I think they're 12s. Half inch. Or 13, I guess it could be. 13 or half inch. There we go. There's that. Okay. Oh, let me get you over here so I can see what I'm not doing. There, can you see? I'll try that and see, okay? Alright. And also, this is how you turn your you know what I did wrong? Gosh darn it, guys, why didn't you tell me? Left that big washer on this one here, and it shouldn't be. I feel like sometimes just working make people laugh. That's me, I guess. There's the washer I need. Bet y'all think that's funny, don't you? Get in my way. I'm guessing I'll be getting real good at tearing this apart and putting it back together, seeing as I've tore it apart so many times. Hey, and there we go. Yep. Magnet, magnet, magnet. Where did you go? Oh, did I get it? There we go. Let's try this again. Arrgh. Ain't gonna work like that. Okay, let's try it this time without dropping the nut. Can we do that? Ah, there we go. Okay, let's try this again, and again, and again. Okay. Okay. Now I have everything I need for this side. Okay, so come on now. Don't you drop, don't you drop, don't you drop. So I want my handle So I need 19. 19! 19! So once you get it where you want it, you just lock it down. And I kind of like mine out a little bit so I don't bang them together when I'm trying to pull up. And this one here, ooh, look at the way that spins in there. Gosh darn. Oh man, I'm gonna like this. So, and if it's too far, and if it's off, you can take that boot out and readjust it. Put these back in. So, okay. Another adjustment for you guys. See if I can get it high enough. So first thing is, I want to check this out. Okay, so remember before the slop I had. Look at that. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not that flea prey. So, and actually I think these are good. Turn them out a little bit. About there shall be good. Set the boot back in. I think that's where I had it last time. There you go. There we go. Okay, so let's see how this works. I believe we fixed it. Well, that's fixed, so there's no more slop in the joysticks, which is fantastic. I got playing with it there a little bit to see how it works. Almost hit the side of my pickup. I didn't realize it was going to take off that quick, but I should have knew better. I've run it for quite a while. But anyways, if you have issues with your joystick being sloppy on the MT125 and the LB1107 Backhoe, that's probably your issue. Is one of the connectors is probably pop free, and the rubber in the seal there is not allowing the ball to move around, or it's popped out of the seat. So I hope you enjoy watching. If there's anything you can think of that I might have done wrong, go ahead and comment. This is my first time doing it. I'm not a professional, but I'm too cheap to pay for that to have it done. That's my problem. So once again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.